The university dorm bathroom was hardly the place Leela ever imagined she'd find love. It was just a space between strangers, a blur of steam, echoing showers, and mornings that always felt too rushed. But that was before Jen, her new suitmate, moved in just across the hall. The first time Leela really saw her was through the mirror. Jen's soft brown curls were still damp from a shower, her eyes were as bright as morning coffee, and her lips curved into an easy, disarming smile. Jen broke the silence with a casual, "Hey, you must be Leela. Sorry if I take too long in here, I'm still learning the shower schedule." Leela laughed, a sense of relief washing over her. They were both new, both still figuring out how to navigate the organized chaos of living with other people. At first, their interactions were simple, almost routine. They'd brush their teeth side by side, sharing tired glances in the mirror, making small talk about classes and the latest dorm drama. But slowly, something shifted. Those brief glances started to linger for a moment longer. A friendly touch on the shoulder felt warmer than it should have. A towel accidentally shared led to a soft blush from both of them, and their shared laughter began to carry a new, softer undertone, a melody only they could hear. One rainy evening, the entire building lost its water. A chorus of groans echoed through the halls, but Jen just laughed it off. She stood beside Leela, both of them wrapped in oversized towels, joking about their terrible timing. "I guess we'll just have to wait it out," Jen said, leaning casually against the sink. The flickering fluorescent light cast a gentle, almost magical glow across her cheekbones. For a second, the room felt like a different world, entirely quiet, suspended in time. Leela became acutely aware of how close they were standing. She could feel Jen's warm breath brush against her neck, and her own heart skipped a beat. It wasn't planned. It wasn't forced, it just happened. Their eyes met in the mirror's reflection, a silent conversation passing between them. Before she could stop herself, Leela whispered, her voice barely audible, "You're beautiful when you laugh." Jen turned to face her, a soft, genuine laugh escaping her lips. "You think so?" Leela just nodded, a nervous smile she couldn't hide spreading across her face. And then, with the gentle rhythm of the rain tapping against the window, Jen stepped closer. Her fingers reached up, tenderly brushing a stray strand of hair from Leela's face. "I've been wanting to tell you something," she murmured, her voice low and intimate. "What's that?" Leela asked, her own breath caught in her throat. "That I can't stop thinking about you." The silence that followed was heavy, but not uncomfortable. It was warm, electric, full of unspoken feelings finally coming to the surface. Leela's hand found Jen's, their fingers lacing together perfectly. And there, in that tiny, shared bathroom with its cracked tiles and fogged-up mirror, they kissed for the very first time. It started gently, a tentative exploration, as if they were testing the fragile boundary between friendship and something much deeper. But when Jen's hand cupped Leela's face, pulling her closer, and Leela's lips parted in response, the kiss deepened. It bloomed into something real, powerful, and utterly undeniable. A truth they had both been hiding from themselves. When they finally pulled apart, breathless, Leela's eyes shone with a mixture of surprise and pure happiness. I didn't think you felt the same way," she whispered, the confession hanging in the steamy air. Jen smiled, a wide, beautiful smile that reached her eyes, and rested her forehead against Leela's. "I tried not to," she admitted softly. "But every time our hands brushed, or we laughed at the same stupid thing, I just knew." From that moment on, their morning routines were transformed. The bathroom was no longer just a shared space. It became their space. It was a sanctuary for whispered inside jokes while brushing their teeth, for Jen helping Leela tie back her hair, for quick, stolen good morning kisses before they rushed off to class. Every drop of water, every shared towel, every single glance in the mirror now carried a precious secret between them, a language only they understood. Their little world was hidden in plain sight. One night, after a particularly grueling week of exams, Leela walked into the bathroom to find Jen sitting on the counter, looking lost in thought. The stress was written all over her face. "Rough day?" Leela asked gently, her voice full of concern. Jen just nodded, not needing to say more. Leela didn't hesitate. She stepped forward, wrapping her arms around Jen's waist, holding her close. "You're not alone," she whispered into her ear. And when Jen leaned in and kissed her again, it wasn't just about passion. It was about comfort. It was a profound reassurance that even in the most ordinary, mundane places, something extraordinary like love could find a way to bloom and flourish. By the end of the semester, practically everyone in the dorm had their own theories about the two girls who were always laughing together in the bathroom. Whispers followed them down the hall, but Leela and Jen didn't care. They were in their own bubble. Their love story had started right there, amidst the scent of soap and shampoo, in the reflection of a cheap mirror, in the comforting warmth of a shared, quiet moment. Because the truth is, sometimes, love doesn't wait for a perfect setting or a grand romantic gesture. Sometimes, it happens when you're just sharing a sink, a smile, and a small, unassuming space where the hearts quietly, finally, learn how to meet. Thank you so much for watching our story today. If it touched your heart, please give us a like, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about love in all its beautiful forms. We'll see you in the next video.